The Gators will kick it away first.
Set to advance on the punt.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Pocket starts to collapse. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Tackled there by the defense. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Up-tempo for the offense. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes. Great job with his rhythm. An explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He'll try to do it himself. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ayuk. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He makes a catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. Moving away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the...
Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and forcing completions like that.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Jordan. He'll pull it down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
These guys aren't human able. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. The give to the lone running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the Gators in the hurry up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Getting some. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Pressure coming. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Off to the races to the right. Clean for the wire. Touchdown.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Got his man quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to power it in. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
He's going to run it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be... And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody
looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gators. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Getting set for the point after. smashes it through for the PAT. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
To throw, it's Jordan. A little release to the back. They get him down after he makes a catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Wolverines are on the move. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Quarterback moving. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The sure hands, it's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. He's loose at the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And they tacked on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. fair catch called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ncaa25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Ncaa25. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. One more snap coming before halftime. On second down, looking again to throw. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half, with the game tied.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got out of trouble and throws. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverine! They grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock 42, Millersville University 21.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the air, it's Jordan. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.